Music has always been an integral part of storytelling, enhancing emotions and creating unforgettable moments. But have you ever wondered how the music you hear in your favorite TV shows and films got there? This is the fascinating story of music licensing in television and films. Our journey begins in the early 20th century. As silent films transitioned to talkies, the demand for music to accompany these new films surged. The first music licensed for films was often live performances or recordings of classical compositions. In the 1920s and 1930s, studios began to realize the power of music in enhancing storytelling. Early pioneers like Warner Brothers and MGM started to invest in original compositions specifically for their films. These were the early days of what we now call sync licensing. One of the first significant moments in music licensing came with the film The Jazz Singer in 1927, which featured synchronized music and dialogue. This groundbreaking film demonstrated the potential of combining music with moving pictures, paving the way for the music licensing industry. The Jazz Singer was a revolutionary film for its time, featuring songs performed by Al Jolson, including Toot, Toot, Tootsie, Blue Skies, and My Mammy. These songs were not just background music, they were integral to the story and performance. The use of these songs marked a significant shift in how music was used in films. Warner Brothers paid significant fees to secure the rights to these songs and to have them performed by Jolson, recognizing the value they added to the film. The Jazz Singer grossed $2.6 million at the box office, a huge success that highlighted the financial potential of combining popular music with films. With the increasing demand for music, companies specializing in music licensing began to form. In 1939, ASCAP, the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, started issuing licenses for the public performance of music, including on television. Following ASCAP, BMI, Broadcast Music Incorporated, was founded in 1939 to represent songwriters and composers who were not covered by ASCAP. These organizations played a crucial role in shaping the music licensing landscape. For many years, the world of sync licensing was dominated by major composers and well-established music companies. However, the landscape began to shift in the 1960s and 1970s. Independent musicians started to see opportunities in the growing demand for diverse and original music in television and films. Films like Easy Rider, 1969, and Harold and Maude, 1971, used popular songs by independent artists to set the tone and atmosphere. The success of these films showed that independent music could enhance the storytelling and connect with audiences on a deeper level. Shows like The Wonder Years, which aired in the late 1980s, often used music from independent artists alongside classic hits. This trend of incorporating independent music into TV soundtracks started to gain traction as audiences began to appreciate the authenticity and fresh sounds these artists brought. The true revolution for independent musicians came with the advent of the internet and digital technology in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Platforms like MySpace, YouTube, and later Spotify allowed independent artists to distribute their music directly to the public and industry professionals. This digital revolution made it easier for music supervisors to discover and license tracks from independent musicians. No longer reliant on major labels, indie artists could submit their music to licensing companies and directly to music supervisors working on TV shows, films, and commercials. Today, independent musicians play a significant role in the sync licensing industry. Companies like MusicBed, Marmoset, Epidemic Sound, and many others specialize in connecting indie artists with media projects. The rise of sync licensing marketplaces has made it possible for musicians from around the world to have their music featured in high-profile projects. Moreover, independent musicians have found success through direct licensing deals, leveraging social media and personal networks to secure placements. This direct approach has enabled many indie artists to make a living through sync licensing, showcasing their music to global audiences. As we look to the future, the sync licensing industry continues to evolve. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain are poised to revolutionize how music is discovered, licensed, and paid for. Independent musicians will have even more tools at their disposal to navigate this dynamic industry. From the early days of synchronized sound to the digital age, the story of music licensing is one of innovation and opportunity. Independent musicians are now at the forefront, bringing fresh and diverse music to the world of television and films. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of music licensing in television and films. The industry has come a long way, and the future is bright for independent musicians. Stay tuned for more stories and insights into the world of music and media. For a free 4-hour audio-video course all about how you can make money licensing your music in TV and films, visit my website, howtolicenseyourmusic.com. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Until next time, keep making great music.